Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I'll be reading the July 11th Daily Inspirational Message. The condensed version is 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, and then make a couple comments on the message. And if you find the message of use, please be so kind as to like the video. Thank you for that. Here we go. The title. The truth in you cannot be judged. Paragraph 1. Today, let us recall that the fear-based concepts the ego has programmed us to believe and the judgment-centered games it has taught us to play can never change our eternal essence and nature. Our eternal essence and nature is love, and love being God is all. Thus, anything that seems to be in opposition to love, all, God, cannot be real or true. Judgments, just like all of the ego's tools, only exist as characters within its fairy tales. No one who understands truth needs to judge self or others, because judgment, being nothing, is now seen as useless to express or share. Nothing can only seem to be something and affect us if we believe that nothing to be something. Thus, we can only be affected by judgments of ourselves and others when we believe that fairy tales about us are real. Paragraph 2. Today, if you perceive that people are judging you, use the moment not to condemn them, but instead to practice recalling that God is love and all. Because of this, the only thing that people can ever do in truth to you is love you. When they seem to be judging you, it is not the truth in them that is doing so. It is the sleeping part in them that is still buying into the ego's dream as real. As you awaken, other people judging you will simply become a sign that their dream persona or ego is in control of their thinking. The only parts of you that react in a negative fashion to their judgments are the parts in you that are still asleep. Today, be grateful to these people for showing you which parts of you are still asleep. Then use these instances to recall that the opposite of all is nothing, and that nothing has no power to ever judge the truth in you. All right. The truth in you cannot be judged. Okay, today I'm going to make 5 points that I trust will assist us in the implementation of today's daily inspiration. Point number 1. Let us note that in every interaction we have 2 choices. We can view our brothers and sisters through the lens of the ego, through the ego's judgment-centric, fear-based programming and lens, or we can view our brothers and sisters through God's lens, through love's lens, through the lens of mercy, compassion, and understanding. And so in point number 1, let's remember we have a choice. We have free will. We can choose to view our brothers and sisters through the ego's judgment-centric lens or through love's compassion, mercy, and grace lens. That's point number 1. Point number 2, let's discuss the ego's lens. Okay. When we view our brothers and sisters through the ego's lens, first of all, the truth in us is not in control of our thinking and mind. Because if the truth in us, which is love, was in control of our thinking and mind, we would see through love's lens. Our judgments of our brothers and sisters simply show us that the ego's past programming is in control of our thinking and minds, and thus we're viewing our brothers and sisters through the ego's lens. And so when we view our brothers and sisters through the ego's lens, the result will be conflict, chaos, anger, resentment, pain. All that thanks to viewing our brothers and sisters through the ego's lens. And when we do so, because we're here to be the light of the world that God created us to be, we're going to feel unfulfilled. Because we're not being that light. We're simply adding to the delusion, adding to the darkness, adding to the chaos by viewing our brothers and sisters in that manner, by seeing our brothers and sisters in that manner. And so that's point number two. And point number two, we simply think about the ego's lens, and we recognize that if we view the world and our brothers and sisters through the ego's lens, we're not in control of our thinking. The ego is in control of our thinking, and we're just following like little zombies. The ego's mindset, fear-based, judgment-centric mindset. And then we feel disillusioned, and we feel like we're not doing what we were created to do. And so that's point number two. Point number three is viewing our brothers and sisters through love's lens. When we view our brothers and sisters through love's lens, that shows us that the truth in us, is in control of our thinking. And if the truth in us is in control of our thinking, then it's in control of our mind and life, and therefore we see our brothers and sisters through that lens. And if they say, think, or do something that our ego doesn't like, that's fine, because we're in control of our minds. We say, you know what? I've played the judgment game 100 times before, 1,000 times before, and it never delivers to me the state of peace, never delivers to me joy. And so you know what? If the ego wants to judge, fine, but I'm not playing that game. I'm choosing to see my brothers and sisters through love's lens. And when I do, I have peace of mind. And I feel like I'm fulfilling my function as the light of the world, because I'm expressing that love, that compassion, that kindness, that forgiveness, that mercy, that grace. All those are expressions of love. All those are what we came here to do. And so when the truth in us is viewing our brothers and sisters, we're only seeing the truth in them. And we're seeing that they have co-designed with God a perfect journey for them to heal, grow, and awaken. And so whatever their journey is, whatever they're thinking, saying, and doing, that's their journey with Source. It's not us to judge. It's all simply to be there for them and be a light for them and show them that there is a better way than the darkness. There's a way they can reach the light in them too. And so that's point number three, seeing our brothers and sisters through the truth in us, seeing the truth in them by viewing them through truth lens, the lens of truth. Point number four, if somebody is judging you, do not buy into the delusion. If you buy into the dream, you just sink into the dream. If you buy into their darkness, then you sink deeper into the darkness. Don't add darkness to darkness. Simply recognize if they're judging me, that's not the truth in them that's judging me. The truth in them being love can only love me. And so whenever they're judging me, they're simply asleep. And I don't have to waste my time judging people who are simply asleep. Judging people who are simply buying into the fairy tale as real. I don't have to waste my time with that. And so I view them as simply going through whatever process they're going through to help them awaken. And so in doing so, I have peace. And I don't get sucked into that idea of judgment for judgment, an eye for an eye, revenge for revenge kind of thing. Okay? So in point number four, when our brother or sister judges us, let's recall that their truth can only love us. And our truth is only love. So they can't judge anything about us, because the truth in us is love, and love is all. And therefore, all the truth in us is that love. And then the last point, point number five, is if we find ourselves judging somebody else, let us simply first not punish ourselves for doing that, for thinking that way. Let us simply practice recognizing when we are out of alignment with the truth within us. When we're seeing the fairy tale as real. And so if we're stuck and we find ourselves judging our brothers and sisters, let's pause for a second. Okay, wait. I'm judging my brother and sister. I feel guilt, I feel shame, I feel anger, I feel anxiousness, I feel resentment, I feel a sense of revenge. I'm not here for that. I've already played those games before. They never delivered to me the state of peace. They never aligned me with the light that I was created by God to be. And so you know what? I recognize it. I make a conscious choice not to invest any more time or energy into those delusionary thoughts. I come back to center, I come back to the truth in me. I switch lenses from the ego's lens, put them aside, bring in God's lens, and now choose to see my brothers through love's lens. And that will bring me a state of peace. That will bring me a sense of fulfillment, because I will be doing what I was created by God to do, which is to be a light for my brothers and sisters. And in doing so, I feel at peace and joyful, because my truth is in control of my seeing, and I'm only seeing the truth in my brothers and sisters as true. And so because I'm aligned with my truth cannot judge them, because my truth is only love. My truth only loves my brothers and sisters, no matter their journeys. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I love you very much. If you can be so kind as to like this video, it would help with the listening process. And God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.